Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called Here We Meet Again by Sudoku, who's I'm starting to get. I've always liked Sudoku's puzzles, but she, I'm guessing it's a she. Um, Yeah, she does. She does good work in setting a lot of her puzzles. So I've always enjoyed watching her solving her puzzles. And hopefully this is no exception. Anyways, here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. That is, each row, column, and 3 by 3 region has to contain the digits from 1 to 9 once each. We also have killer cages, where digits in a cage do not repeat and must sum to the clue in the top left. So, for example, this could be essentially something like 3, 1, and 6, because those three digits add up to 10, and there are no repeats in this killer cage. So this is just a typical killer cage Sudoku. So that should be fairly easy, actually, at least for me, because I've done a ton of killer cage Sudokus in my life, I guess, in my Sudoku life. So hopefully it'd be fairly fast. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. Let's see. This adds up to 6, 7, 8, and 9. So anytime you have two unique digits adding up to 15, it's 6, 7, 8, and 9 as a possibility. These 5 cells add up to 18, but they have to specifically contain 1 through 7 at most. And this is specifically 1, 7, 2, 6, or 3, 5. Interesting. Okay. The 9 that's 3 cell cage adding up to 9 can only contain 1 through 6. So where are the 8 and 9s? Well, 8 and 9 in box 7, they have to be in these 3 cells. If this was both 8 and 9, that would mean this could not contain an 8 or a 9. And therefore would have to add up to, at most, 5, 6, and 7, which is 18. But that's not allowed. So we know, right, because it adds up to 20. So we know we have to have an 8 or a 9 here. One of these has to be an 8 or a 9. Therefore, we cannot have an 8 and 9 in the rest of the column. So this can't be 8 or 9. So therefore, this is not 6 or 7. This is 6 or 7. One of these is 8 or 9. The other one has to be here. Well, we now have an 8, 9, 8, 9 pair in column 3. So the rest of the column cannot contain 8 or 9. So this is 2 through 7, which means this is 4 through 9 to add up to 11. This has to have, one of these is an 8 or 9. Similarly, this can't be, this has to contain an 8 or a 9, and this can't be 8 or 9, so this has to be the 8 or other 8 or 9. And this can't be 8 or 9, therefore this is 6 or 7. I'm sorry, this is 6 or 7, which forces that to be 8 or 9 here. Therefore, the rest of the row in row 7 cannot contain 8 or 9. That's interesting, actually. So this is 3, 4, 5, or 7, which makes this 5, 7, 8, or 9 here to add up to 12. Now, okay, so then another interesting thing here is we have 4 digits adding up to 28. That's at minimum 4, 7, 8, 9. But you could also have 5, 6, 8, 9. But you always have to have an 8 and a 9 in this cage. So one of the 8 or 9s cannot be along this row, so it must be here. And, sorry, this column, because we already have an 8 and 9 here. So only one of them can be here, which means the other one has to be here. And these two add up to 8 and 9. So therefore, this can't be 8 or 9, but one of these has to be the other 8 or 9. Okay. That means there's no 8 or 9 in this 11 cage. So it cannot be 2, 9, or 3, 8. It must be 4, 7, or 5, 6. Well, one of these must be 6 or 7. This must be 6 or 7. That means we cannot have a 6 or 7 in the rest of row 1. Which means this can't be 6 or 7. It has to be 4 or 5. And now we know that the rest of the row cannot contain a 4 or 5 either. So this must be 1, 2, or 3. This is 1, 2, or 3, and this is 1, 2, or 3, which forces this to be 4, 5, or 6. This has to be 8, 9 with a 6 or 7, right? Because we said the possibilities for 4 digits adding up to 28 is 4, 7, 8, 9, and 5, 6, 8, 9. So this is 6 or 7. This is 6 or 7 here. We now know the rest of the column in column 9 cannot contain 6 or 7 either. So that must be 1 through 5 here. And this must be 1 through 5. Okay. Well, what does that mean? I'm not really sure. But let's continue. These 3 digits add up to 8, so it must be 1 through 5. What are the possibilities for 3 digits adding up to 20? It cannot be 3, 8, 9. If it's 4, okay, so say this is 4, 7, 9. That would force this to be 6, which would make that 9, which would make that 8, which would make that 9. So that would not work, right? 3, 8, 9 doesn't work because that eliminates all possibilities for that cell. If we tried 4, 7, 9, again, that makes this a 6, which makes that 9, which makes that 8, which makes that 9. But then the 4, 7, 9 would contradict that 9. So 4, 7, 9 doesn't work. But it could be 5, 6, 9. The only other possibilities are 5, 6, 9 or 5, 7, 8. Either way, we have one that's a 6 or a 7, and the other that's an 8 or a 9. And if you have 5, 6, 9, this would be 7, this would be 8, this would be 9, and that would be 8, and that would work. If this is 5, 7, 8, this would be 6 and 9, and that would be 8, that would be 9, and that would work. So this has to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 as possibilities, which eliminates 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 in the rest of the column. So similarly here, this is also 5 through 9, and we know there's a 5 here. Therefore, this can't be 5, 6, or 7. This can't be 5, 6, or 7, so this can't be 1, 2, or 3. This has to be 1 through 4. This is 1 through 4, this is 1 through 4, and these are 1 through 4 because of the 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 quintuplet in the row and the column respectively. Okay, what else do we have? What can it not be for these 3 cells? If we try 1, 2, 7 works because that forces us to be 3, 5. 1, 3, 6 does not work. That eliminates 1, 7, 2, 6, and 3, 5. So this can never have a 6. 1, 4, 5 works if this is 2, 6. So if this is 1, 2, 7, this is 3, 5, and this is 4 and 6. Okay, let's do it that way. So this would be 4, then this would be 6. So 1, 2, 7, this is 3, 5, this is 4 and 6. 1, 3, 6, as we showed, does not work. 1, 4, 5 makes this 2 and 6. Oh, but where's the 7? 7 can't be here, and 7 can't be here anymore. So that doesn't work. So one of these has to be a 7. And then the other one would be, so 1, 4, 5 doesn't work. So neither of these can be 4. So it's either 1, 2, 7, and if we try to have 2, 3, 5, this would be okay. So this is either 127 and this is 35, or this is 235 and this is 17 because the 7 has to be one of these 5 cells. Therefore, this must be a 4 and this must be 6, which makes this be 1 or 2. This can no longer be 4. This can't be 4. This can't be 2 or 6 here. And this can't be 4 and this can't be 4. This can't be 6, so this can't be 5 here. Hmm. 6 cannot be here. That means either way, this has to be a 2. One of these 3 digits is a 2 because again, it's 127 or 135 or 235. We tried 145, that doesn't work. We tried 136, that doesn't work. So this cannot be 2 or 5. Which means one of these is 1 or 3. One of these has to be 1 or 3. That eliminates 1 and 3 in the rest of the column. So this can't be 1, 2, or 3. This has to be 4 through 9. Okay. What does that mean? Does that mean can we get anything from that? Not particularly. Um, hmm. Okay. What else are we looking for? This cannot be 5, because if this is 5, that forces both of these to be 1 and 2, which would eliminate all possibilities here. So this can't be 5. We now have a 1, 2... Well, actually, we already had a 1, 2, 3 triplet in column 4, which eliminates 1, 2, and 3 in the rest of the column. Therefore, this is a 4, which makes this specifically 1 and 3. Well, we have this can't be 4. We have a 1, 3, 1, 3 pair in column 3, and we have a 1, 3, 1, 3 pair in box 1. So that eliminates 1 and 3 in the rest of the column and the box. This can't be 1 or 3. This must be a 2. This can't be 1 or 3. This is a 2, which makes that not a 2. So that's a 1. This cannot be 1. This cannot be 2. This can't be 2, which means this can't be 9. This can't be 4, which means this can't be 7. This can't be 3, which means this can't be 8. So this is 4 or 5. This must be 4, 5, or 7, because out of the remaining digits, that's the only possibilities. Okay, so this can still be 7. This can't be 1 anymore here. This can't be 1 anymore. This can't be 4, so therefore it can't be 4, 7. This has to be 5 and 6, which means this can't be 6. That means this has to be a 7 to add up to 8 to add up to 15. This can't be 8, so this must be 9, which means this can't be 9. This can't be 5 because of the 5, 6 pair in the row, so this must be a 4. Therefore, this is 4, 7, and 8 with 9 to add up to 28. This can't be 7 or 8. This must be a 6, which makes that a 9. This cannot be 5, 6, and 9, so it must be 5, 7, 8, which means this can't be 8. This has to be a 9, which makes that an 8. This cannot be 5, 7, 8. It has to be 5, 6, and 9 here. This can't be 7 or 8. This can't be 7. Where is a 7 in column 3? It has to be here. So this must be 7. This is 1, which means this cannot be 7 or 1 here. We have a 2, 3, 5 triplet in column 1, which eliminates 2, 3, and 5 in the rest of the column. Therefore, these can't be 5, and this can't be 3. So this is 1, this is 6, this is 9, which means this has to be 4, 7, and 8 remaining. This cannot be 6 or 9, so this must be 5, which makes that a 4. This can't be 1 here, so this must be because of that one. So this is 3, this is 1. Again, these can't be 5. Cannot be 5. This can't be 1 here. This can't be 1, and it can't be 4 here, and this can't be 1 or 4. This can't be 2. This has to be a 3. This can't be 4 because of that 4, so this is 5, which makes that 6. This can no longer be 5 because of this 5. We have a 2, 3, 2, 3 pair in column, row 8, which eliminates 2 and 3 in the rest of the row, so this must be 1. Okay. These digits cannot be 3, 4, 5, 6, or 9. This could be then 1, 2, oops, 1, 2, 7, 8, which makes this 1, 2, 7, 8, but this can't be 1, so this can't be 8. The rest of the digits here in box 3 have to be 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, but 6 cannot be here. This can't be 3 or 5. This can't be 1, and this can't be 1. This can't be 3 because of this 3. Per 3. This can't be 1. So one of these two, this can't be 2. These can't be 2. The rest of column 4 has to be 5, 7, 8, and 9. But this can't be 5, so this is 7, 8, and 9. This is 5, 7, 8, and 9. 5, 7, 8, and 9, and 5, 7, 8, and 9. But this can't be 7 because of this 7. What else do we have? This cannot contain a 1. Can't be 1 here because of this 1. Can't be 1 here because of that 1. And one of these has to be a 1 here. So this can't be 1. So therefore, it requires either a 2. So it could be 2, 3, 8, 2, 4, 7, 2, 5, 6. Or it's 3. It could be 3, 4, and 6. Huh. Interesting. Okay. This cannot, well, we don't know. One of these 3 is a 9. We're not sure which. If this is 9, okay, so this can never be 9 because we eliminated the 9s because the 9 requires a 1 and a 3. So either this is 9, which makes this 1, or this is 9, which makes this 1 and 2. That doesn't really tell us much, though. What pairing can this be? This can't be 1 here, but this could be 1. So this could be 1, 9. It could be 2, 8, or it's 3, 7. It cannot be 4 and 6. Oh, this is 6, which means this can't be 6. So this is 9, which makes that 6. Therefore, we know this cannot be 9. So this is specifically 2, 8, or 3, 7. Therefore, this must be 9, which makes this not 6. This is 1, 2, 1, 2. Therefore, we have a 1, 2, 1, 2 pair in row 3, which eliminates 1 and 2 in the rest of the row. This can't be 2, so this is 6. This can't be 1 or 2, so this is 7, which makes that a 2. This 7 means this can't be 7, so this is 8, which makes that 7. Hold up. Let me pause. Got an alarm on. Okay, let's continue. This can't be 7 because of the 7 in the row and in the box. This can't be 5, 7 because of this 7. This can't be 2, so this can't be 8. One of these is a 2 here because this can't be 2. So this cannot be 2 here, which means this can't be 8. This is a 3, 7 pair, which eliminates 3 and 7 in the rest of the row. This can't be 3. This can't be 7. This can't be 9 because of this 9. This can't be 7 because of this 7. This can no longer be 2. So if there's a 2, it has to be here, which makes this 3, 8, if that's the case, or 4, 7. So then this would be 2, 3, 8, if that's the case, to add up to that. It could be 2, 4, 7. So 4 and 7 could be either of those. Or 2, 5, 6, which would mean this is 5 and this is 6. Now, if it were 3, it could be 3, 4, 6, but this would be 3 and 4 specifically. And this would have to be 6. Oh, well, we know where is the 6 in box 6. Can't be here. Can't be here. Can't be here. It must be here. So this is a 6, which means it's either, it adds up, these add up to 7. So it's either 2, 5, or it's 3, 4. Well, if it's 3, 4, that eliminates all possibilities for that cell. So this has to be 2 and 5. Which means this can't be 2 or 5. This is 3, which means this can't be 3. So this is 4, which makes that an 8. Therefore, these can't be 8. This can't be 8, which makes that a 5. Not a 2, a 5. These can't be 5 anymore. This 5 means this can't be 5, so therefore it's a 6, which makes that a 5. This 2 means this can't be 2, so this is 1. And that's 2. Which makes that a 3, which makes that a 2, which makes this a 3, which makes this a 2. Therefore, this can't be 2 or 3. This has to be 5. This can't be 5 here. There's no 3 here, so that's a 7, which makes that a 3. This can't be 7 because of that 7, so this is 8, which makes that a 7. This can't be 3 in either of these cells, so this must be a 5, which makes that a 1. The last remaining digit in column 7 has to be a 4, so this is 4. The last remaining digit in row 7 has to be a 7. And this cannot be 5. It has to be a 2, 3 pair here. But this can't be 2 here. Now we're just doing Sudoku. This is 3, 8, or 9. This can't be 3, so this must be 8 or 9, which makes this a 3 here. The rest of column 5 has to be 1 and 9, but this can't be 1, so this must be 9, which makes this a 1. This 1 means this can't be 1, so this is 2, which makes this 3, which makes that 2. This 3 in the corner makes us celebrate, because we know we're getting close to solving it. This can't be 3, therefore that's a 5. This is a 1. This 5 means this can't be 5, so this is 7. This can't be 7. This can't be 7. And it also can't be 9 because of the 8, 9 pair. Actually, this is 9. Therefore, this is 8, which makes that 9, which makes that 8. This 9 means that a 5. We have a 4, 8, 4, 8 pair in column 1, which eliminates 4 and 8 in the rest of the column. So this is a 7. The rest of these digits, well, okay, that digit has to be a 6. These digits have to be 4 and 9, but this can't be 9, so this is 4, which makes that a 9. This 4 means this can't be 4, so this is 8, which makes that a 4. And we fill out the rest of the digits. This is a 3, this is an 8, and this is a 4. And that's how you solve it. Yeah, I mean, it's just very actually clever use of the possibilities of what these 20 cages, the 28 cages, and the 15 cages can be. Because that leads to essentially a possibility of no 7s except in one of these cages. Very clever. As I said, I've done a lot of killer Sudoku, so for me, these are fairly straightforward. You just have to know certain combinations, and that allows you to go pretty quickly through these killer Sudoku puzzles. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.